Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, the High Guy Jacobs. And today we're taking a look at yet another hero, this one being the super weapon hero, also known as Mitokso, the Winds Shepherd, Mitokso. Coming to us with the skills tree, the siege tree, and the rider squad tree. She is the rally hero that we were anticipating, and it's time to really kind of go through her and see what she's going to provide. Now, as per usual, we will talk about her skills first, and then we will talk about her transcending and super weapon after. But as it stands so far, she's got a big hurdle to go against because Nova Ethan is pretty outstanding, pretty much against anything that we've seen so far. And so she's going to have to really bring a lot in order to be able to take down that wall. So let's take a look at her skills first, and then we will run through her super weapon, First and foremost, we are looking at dealing damage to the current target for a factor of only 11,000. When not garrisoned, tallies the damage dealt by self within the next 3 seconds, then deals 20% of the damage dealt to the target again at the end. This damage does not exceed the factor of 8,000. So in total, you could be looking at 19,000 damage on a skill, but this is basically saying when not garrisoned, so when she's in the field or in rallies, good. Tallies the damage dealt by self within the next 3 seconds, then deals 20% of the damage dealt to the target again at the end. So this is basically going to allow for, it's basically charging up her ability based on the number of the amount of damage dealt. So hypothetically, you pair her with someone like Rubina, whose most of her skill comes after her main skill, right? Most of her damage, if we look at Rubina, where the heck is Rubina? Because I know that I have her. Rubina, there she is. If we look at her skill, her first skill deals damage for 9,500, but then she gets this bonus damage here for, what could be 25,000 damage. Okay? So this is basically going to ride with her really well in the sense that the skill will go off, then her skill goes off, okay? Then there's a 3-second timer, which is actually how you would probably do it. You would have to have her as the lead, so her damage hits first, and then there's the 3 seconds. So that would be the skill damage from Rubina plus the skill damage from Rubina, and then 20% of the damage dealt. So you want to lead probably with Mitok first, with Rubina as a support, to be able to stack as much damage on top of you as you can. So again, it's not bad for damage, right? Damage factor up to 8,000, but it's single target damage. Okay, so right now we're still talking about single target damage. No AoE, no nothing else, single target damage. That's going to be a problem. Granted, it's up to 19,000, not bad, but it's no 18,500. Because this is up to 19,000 versus hers where it's always 18,500. So this 11,000 over here, and then Rubina's only 9,000 over there, plus the bonus damage. I mean, we're talking about so much random chance in this. I'm not liking the way that it's going out, but we'll continue. When in a rally, increases rider squad attack by 40%, not bad. After using a rage skill, increases own rider squad damage by 12% for 3 seconds. So, again, this is going to be beneficial if you have her leading, so that you're going to be getting all of this bonus additional damage on Rubina's blast, on her incredible amount of damage potential that she has. And a 12% buff to that is pretty decent. So, I mean, it's going to be good. But again, this is a lot of random chance, right? This is a lot of random chance to be able to deal consistent damage. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we're going to run into so far. Next, we have during rallies increases rider squad HP by 40%. That's a good chunk. And reduces damage taken from range squads by 10%. Okay, so it's a typical reduction by range squads by 10%. With the increase of squad HP. And I'm going to speculate before we look too farther, that both of these skills, or one of these skills at least, you'll be able to get the attack off of when you transcend, or you'll be able to get the HP off of when you transcend, or maybe even both. We'll have to see. Next, we have an increase of Rider Squad defense by only 30%, which is quite low by comparison. When not garrisoned, recovers HP when using Flock Command at a factor of 3,000. And Flock Command is probably going to be your skill. So every rage skill, you're also healing for 3,000. That's not bad. So, the problem is that you're healing, and healing kind of sucks. It typically leads to more in the hospital. But to be able to punch for what she does, have the bonuses for what she does, and then, granted, it's a small amount of defense, a decent amount of HP, and a decent amount of attack. Actually, a small amount of defense, a high amount of HP, and a decent amount of attack. All in all, so far, it's not looking too bad, but it's definitely, I think we're going to be still struggling to see this topple Nova. New skill, when you ever awaken, increase rage recovery speed by 5%. When squad size is below 50%, increase it by an additional 3%. Flock Command reduces defense of damaged targets by 30% for 2 seconds. Again, not bad. It's going to stack a lot of damage. I still don't know if it's going to be able to break Nova Ethan. Because a lot of it, like I said, it's all randomized, right? You're dealing bonus damage based on the chance of hitting multiple times with Rubina. And if Rubina doesn't hit multiple times, then your damage is quite low. So you're hoping that you're doing a lot of damage, and the potential is high. Don't get me wrong, the potential is absolutely incredible. But the consistency is what we're missing out on. Okay? The consistency is what we're missing out on. So, let's take a look at her Mountain Lord passive skill. Counterattacks have a 20% chance to deal damage to the target at a factor of 2,000. When on a rally, also reduces the target's skill damage by 20% for 3 seconds. Okay, so now they're trying to address the fact that you're going to get swarmed. So you've got a 20% chance when you're being swarmed to punch for 2,000, so that's not bad. That's a good... I would prefer to have that, especially if you're focused more on attack and everything like that. I would prefer to have that over defense, so that's not a bad choice. And then when in a rally, also reduces the target's skill damage by 20% for 3 seconds. So that's going to be good to help deal with the Nova Ethan. I might be shifting my mind a little bit. Let's see what kind of changes we're going to get here. Okay, so now we're jacked to 12,500, which is better. When not garrisoned, tallies the damage and then deals 25% of the damage dealt to 3 nearby enemy squads again at the end. When not garrisoned, tallies the damage, then deals 25% of the damage dealt to 3 nearby squads. So she is getting AoE. Okay. All right. This might not be so bad. Skill damage recovery, AoE. Low defense, but that's okay. Tons of damage. We might be okay. We're getting a 50% increase all the time, like I mentioned. And then when not garrisoned, after using a raise skill, increases own Rider Squad damage by 15% for 3 seconds. So we're getting that 50% off. That means it'll be in the field. And then we're also getting that. So that's pretty good. She's definitely going to hit hard. That's not a question. And here again, Transcending this skill will also get the HP in the field as well. So she's not a bad field hero either by any stretch. And then that defense is here all the time. So you're getting a 40% defense, 50% HP, and 50% attack once she's fully transcended. That's actually really decent. I am not hating on this by any stretch. And then you have when flanked, increasing heal factor by an additional 500 for every flanking squad becomes another big boost to help that anti-swarm capabilities, right? The more that she's swarmed, the more healing that she's ended up getting, and the more chances she has to basically hit more AoE damage or more of that counter damage in her, more of this damage factor in her superb weapon. So that's actually not too bad. Now, when she's fully transcended, she goes from 5% to 8% when squad size is below, goes to 12%, increasing damage of Flock Command by 15%, and a reduction. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Flock Command reduces defense of damaged targets by 40% as well. What the hell? Man, they are jacking up every single hero, changing the meta with every single hero. I think Metalk might be able to get... I think Metalk Rubina is getting through Nova Ethan. I think a Metalk... I absolutely believe it now. I believe that a Metalk or Metalk, or however you want to pronounce it, Metalk Rubina has the potential. But again, my problem is it's so damn luck-based. It's luck-based, and I don't like that. It's luck-based, and I don't like that. So it's one of those things where I have to look at going, I don't like that. But it's still going to hit like a truck. I mean, with all the debuffs that you're getting, all the bonus damage that you're getting, it looks scary to me. I mean, these stats that we're getting are pretty ridiculous. The increased rage recovery speed, the additional damage, the damage reduction, or the defense reduction. I mean, truth be told, let's be honest, this is one hell of a fucking character. I'm not necessarily a fan of the design. The alpaca looks pretty cool. No argument there. That's a pretty cool alpaca. Or a giant goat. I don't think that's a goat. Babe? Is that a goat?
Yep.
You think that's a goat?
It's a goat. It's one of those, they have, multiple horns.
Well, she just has multiple horns tied on, so I don't know if that's the case.
They're
But
tied on. They're tied together.
Oh, I can't see the bottom side. My point is it might be a goat. I thought it was an alpaca.
No, it's a goat.
It's a really big goat. This is a gigantic goat. Or she's really tiny.
She's probably really tiny.
Because that's, she's either, this tall.
Huh?
She's, this tall, then. That doesn't make any sense. What goat is this tall?
Depends on how big their horns are. Here, let me...
Anyways, the point is it's one hell of an animal, and I like that design. That looks kind of cool to me. I can't tell whether... I mean, it's very possibly a goat. It's very possibly a goat. I mean, it's even got the knobs on the knees. Goats have those knobs on the knees because they spend a lot of time getting down on their knees. So, I mean, it could very well be a goat. My point is very simple. The design looks kind of weird. I mean, it's very colorful. I can appreciate that. Someone spent a lot of time in it. It looks cool. But again, my whole thing is that we're moving away from this survival aesthetic and we're moving into some kind of... I don't even know. It's so off any kind of balance whatsoever. There's no unifying theme anymore. You know, there's no unifying theme. So I look at it and I say, yeah, it looks cool. And don't get me wrong, she's going to hit like a truck if things work out in her way. But it's just interesting to see the progress of these new heroes. I wish I could say I'm excited for this, but the only thing that makes me excited is that I'm hoping that they don't screw us over when it comes to the next infantry hero. We better have something that we can deal with. Because right now, Boyd Sakura, Boyd Ethan, Boyd Riven isn't really working. We need something else to be able to handle all the stuff that we got coming our way. So I'm hoping IGG hears this and they give us something wicked for infantry. Something that'll match with it. How many horns do I have? Oh my goodness, that's too many. Okay. So it's probably a goat. Either way,
My wife just showed me a picture.
yeah, it's probably a goat. But that's not the point. The point is, let's bring this back to a zombie survival game. Let's bring it back to its roots, to where it's supposed to be. And let's kind of jump back into that, because it seems to be that we're moving quite a bit away from it. And I'm not sure what IGG... It seems that they're just throwing darts at a board to say, what are we going to decorate this next one to look like, right? It's kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong, they all look good, but there's no unifying theme, and I think that's kind of what we need. So, but with all that being said, guys, I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. I hope you guys are looking forward to these heroes. As the game changes, so does everything else. The meta changes by itself. And yes, I do think that Metalk Rubina will be able to sometimes beat a Nova Ethan. At least it has the potential to, with everything that I'm seeing here. So if you're a rider main and you're looking to rally, this might be your time to pick up something that's going to really put a hindrance in those ranged heroes that you're looking to dominate on the field. Now, with all that being said, folks, just remember we are streaming 6 days a week now on YouTube and on Twitch, twitch.tv/thehighguy, and right here on YouTube. If you like to join us in the community, feel free. We are there from 14 UTC till about 2 UTC, which is 8 in the morning till 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 days a week, except for Wednesdays. Now, with that being said, you're welcome to join us anytime. The community is always there. We're full of AI slappers that were all created by the community, for the community, about the community. And as we grow the community, there's lots of things we want to start adding to the channel. But of course, that involves you guys. So you have to head to the channels, like, comment, subscribe, follow, fill the notification bell, share with your friends, all the free stuff that you can do to help grow the community. Because at the end of the day, this is what I'd love to do with my time, but again, I need your help. So please like, subscribe, fill the notification bell, follow on Twitch, share with your friends, get involved, have some fun with us, come say hi. Love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time, stay lifted.
Check it. 1, 2, mic check, yeah. Check it, 1, 2, mic check. Feeling alright, everything's right tonight. Come on, sing with me now. Sunrise peeking through my window pane. Another day dawning, washing away the rain. Yeah. Got that good vibration flowing in my soul. Yeah. No time for bad mind, losing all control. Yeah. I've been rising up from the shadows down below. Let the rhythm take me, watch my spirit grow. Oh, stay lifted, keep your head up high. Feeling so gifted, reaching for the sky. Every moment cherish, every single beat. Stay lifted, can't be beat, no defeat. Yeah. Walking down the street with a smile upon my face, sharing good energy, spreading love and grace. See the people grooving to the rhythm, sweet embrace. Forget your worries, find your happy place. From the mountains high to the oceans wide and deep, these good vibes I'm sending, promises I keep. Oh, stay lifted, keep your head up high. Feeling so gifted, reaching for the sky. Every moment cherish, every single beat. Stay lifted, can't be beat, no defeat. Yeah. When the troubles come like a storm in the night, find your inner sunshine, fill your heart with light. Let the music guide you, make everything alright. Yeah, hold on tight with all of your might. Oh, stay lifted, keep your head up high. Feeling so gifted, reaching for the sky.